What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So today I'm going to be talking about passive income, why it's so important, and how I make $5.45 per hour. Every single hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days per year. I can tell you exactly how I do that because it's fucking awesome. So first of all, here's why passive income is so important. Right now, chances are you trade something in your life and exchange it for money. You're either trading your time, your efforts, your energy, your knowledge, your skills, your expertise. You're trading something and exchanging that in the form of money. So essentially, you're trading part of your life for money. Now, sometimes you could trade a little bit of energy, a little bit of time for a ton of money. And then other times you can trade a ton of your time and a ton of your energy for just a little bit of money. This is not about that at all. It doesn't really matter what you're doing as long as you're just exchanging something in your life for money. Passive income is the exact opposite of that. That's strictly having your money work for you so that you don't need to spend any of your time making money, that you can just have your money work for you, and then you can do jack shit with your time or do exactly what you want with your day or with your life because you can afford to do so. If you want to sit at home all day, jacking off, watching really bad reality TV, you can do that. You could spend hours taking a shit and not worry about going to work or anything like that because you're already making enough money to sustain your lifestyle. That's why passive income is so important, and that's why it's worth me making a video about this. So here's exactly how I make my $5.45 per hour. I own 3 rental properties that I own outright, which means I don't have a loan or mortgage on them. Those 3 rental properties have consistently made me about $3,000 per month after all my expenses. That's after repairs, vacancy, taxes, insurance, everything that goes along with owning a rental property. After all of that, it's made me about $3,000 per month in my pocket. In addition to that, I own a 4th property that breaks even cash flow wise, but it makes me about $700 per month in the form of equity when I pay down my mortgage. In addition to that, I make $150 per month in the stock market, which I have invested in an S&P 500 index fund through Vanguard. And finally, I make $100 per month in interest income from money I have sitting in an Ally Bank savings account. In total, that brings me to $3,950 per month or $131 per day. It doesn't matter what the fuck I do with my day. I could be sitting at home, jacking off to bad reality TV, and I still make $131 that day. I can go travel and not have to worry about work, and I still will make $131 a day. I could spend all day in bed, hungover, throwing up, feeling like shit, and I still make $131 every single day. That's amazing, and that's the power of passive income. And here's the way I view money, by the way. I see every dollar as though it were an employee, and I'm the boss. And the employee's only job when he goes to work is just to bring me back more money. And by work, I mean invest. So the dollar's only job is just to be invested and go to its job. That's it. So if I have $100, I see that as 100 employees, that their only job for me is to go out and bring me back more money at the end of the day. That's their only job. So sometimes when you go to a bar and you see a drink cost $10, you might think, that drink's $10. But the way I view it is that that drink cost me 10 employees that should be going out and working for me and bringing me back more money that I'm spending on that drink. So I would personally rather, for me, go out and invest that money and have it work for me than spend money in areas that I don't really need to spend it on. Now, to each their own. Some people would rather have the drink now, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me personally, I'd rather be investing as much money as I can now and have it working for me so that I can buy as many drinks as I want in the future and really not have to worry about it. The other really great thing about this passive income that I have coming in is that it essentially pays 100% of my living expenses so that I can save 100% of what I make selling real estate and then reinvest that back into more rental properties, which brings me in more passive income. I never really have to be desperate to close something in my real estate business because I know no matter what happens, I'm gonna be taken care of because I have about $4,000 per month coming in that I don't really have to worry about. That takes the stress off of life entirely. That I can do things because I want to do them and not because I have to do them. And just having that mental openness and energy about not having to do something if you really don't want to is worth so much to me because it means that I can just really do what I want to do. And that is what makes me so happy in life, that I'm never forced to do something I really don't want to do. And just having that makes life so much better, so much brighter, and makes me really enjoy every single day knowing that I really don't have to do something if I really don't want to. Now, I understand not everyone is as lucky as me to have invested in real estate at a very low time or make a lot of money in real estate like I have. I totally get that. This isn't really about a race to the finish line or a race to whoever makes the most money who can save the most. This is really just about planting the seed in your mind of what's possible when you make passive income and the opportunities that it can bring you. So one of the best ways for me to earn passive income, like I had just said, is through real estate. And I'm totally biased about real estate because that's what I've done my entire life. But I absolutely love real estate, and here's why. You have complete control over your investment. You can decide which house you buy, for what price you buy it, the tenant that you get, the remodeling that you do. You have total control over the investment, and you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. That's why I like real estate so much. In addition to that, you can also borrow money from the banks and leverage your money to make even more profit. So you can put down a small amount, borrow the rest of the money from the bank, and earn an even larger profit. Not only that, it gets better, but there are a ton of tax advantages to real estate, and almost everything is a write-off in real estate. So I can write off the interest I pay, my property taxes, any repairs, vacancy, whatever it is, I can write that off of what I make, and that really helps me out for income taxes. Another great way to earn passive income is through the stock market. And like I said, I don't really invest in individual stocks. I really just put all my money consistently in a Vanguard index fund that follows the S&P 500. Historically, stocks have performed about 7 to 10% return per year, which means every $100 you invest, historically, will bring you in about $108 to $110 per year adjusted for inflation. So that means you can withdraw safely 3 to 4% of your original investment every single year and never touch your principal. And that's also taking into account inflation. So if you have $100,000 invested in the stock market, you're safe to pull $3,000 to $4,000 per year from that and never run out of your money. That's the power of investing in the stock market and in passive income. You can also invest in things like dividend stocks, which will continually spit out profits, or you can invest in growth stocks that are just going to grow in value over time. There are a lot of different opportunities with the stock market that you should definitely consider. There are also a lot more unorthodox approaches when it comes to earning passive income, such as owning intellectual property in the form of maybe like ebooks or websites or doing affiliate marketing. Now, I'm not sure exactly how sustainable this would be long term over like 10, 15 years, but I think in the short term, any one of these ideas where you have to put in a lot of time up front to get it up and running, but once it's up and running, it essentially just runs on its own and brings you money without you having to be actively involved. Those are great ways to approach it. You can also look into owning companies such as like self-storage facilities or laundromats, or businesses that you don't need to be actively involved in 24/7, but that work while you're not necessarily working. On the same note, you can also be a co-owner of a business that maybe spits out some profits every now and then, or own your own business and then hire out what you don't want to do to employees. So essentially, you pay them less than what you're making and you profit the difference. That's another great way to approach things. A final way that I've seen that I haven't used myself, but I've seen a lot of people doing it, are peer-to-peer lending websites such as Prosper or lendingclub.com. I've seen some people making about 8 to 12% on their money annually, which is a really good return. Again, I haven't done it myself, and I'm not sure exactly how great this is going to be 10 or 15 years from now, because we haven't been investing in these websites long enough to see an economic downturn, so we're not really sure how that's going to affect things. But I think in the short term, these peer-to-peer lending websites are going to be doing pretty well and are a really great way to earn some passive income. This video, by the way, isn't so much of a how-to guide or a tutorial of exactly what you should be doing to make passive income, but it's more so just to plant the seed in your mind of why passive income is so important and why it's something you should really consider and just get you thinking about it. That's the whole point of this video, and that's why I really want to stress the importance of earning money on the side, so that eventually the money that you make passively will match what you're making at a day job. And then at some point, if you continue, the money that you're going to be earning passively is going to grow more than what you can make with your own time, at which point you can fuck off, you can do whatever the hell you want, and just be awesome and ball so hard, you can just live your life, be completely free, not have to worry about a thing, and you'll have money coming in consistently without you having to work. That's the importance of this. That's why this is such a big deal, and that's why I'm so passionate about a subject like this, and why I feel like it's actually worth making a video on. So as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for everybody that's subscribed to me and taken the chance on a small channel like mine to subscribe. It really means so much to me to see you guys enjoy videos like this. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, whatever it is, comment down below, let me know. Also, feel free to add me on Snapchat. I post a lot of funny shit on Snapchat throughout the day. I think you guys will like it.
Hey man, I'm all out of that real estate, bruh. What you got? I hear you got the best hookup on the street, man, for some really strong real estate, man. I'm all out. Just give me a little bit, man.
If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, because I'm going to be posting a lot more real estate videos, car videos, a lot of really cool shit I'm going to be posting on the channel. You don't want to miss out on it, so subscribe so you stay in touch with that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you again for watching, and cool.